Operating and maintaining Chevron's maturing offshore assets is an ongoing challenge. Asset integrity is a priority to keep our assets operating safely and reliably, extend field life, and ensure that we meet our core commitment of protecting people and the environment. For the Captain field, we knew that the summer of 2012 was going to be particularly challenging, with an intensive work programme that would need a lot of extra people offshore to execute in the time available. Captain's big 2012 summer campaign was planned as an intensive 4-month work programme, involving a new accommodation block on the Floating Production, Storage and Offloading Vessel, or FPSO, replacing a platform crane, requiring a coordinated heavy lift operation, carrying out fabric maintenance and executing a subsea integrity programme. In addition to all of these, complete a complex 26-day turnaround. Meeting the major challenges involved called for radical thinking and close cooperation amongst the various teams involved. One of the main challenges was how to accommodate all the extra people needed to work 12-hour back-to-back shifts through the campaign. The Captain FPSO has only 68 beds, not nearly enough to accommodate the additional workforce. We had encountered a similar challenge at Erskine in 2010, which saw the first deployment in the central North Sea of a walk-to-work system. We looked to that experience to supply the solution for Captain. The walk-to-work concept involves using a vessel to provide workforce accommodation and transferring them to a landing point at the place of work via a walkway connecting the two locations. A system that had worked successfully on Erskine. But there were some differences to consider for the system to work on Captain. First, a larger vessel was required, capable of accommodating the estimated 50 people required on the FPSO. And the vessel also had to be capable of carrying out the subsea programme when not on walk-to-work duty. The solution was the Fugro Saltire, a survey and ROV support vessel with 105 cabins that could provide the accommodation and execute the marine work as well. There was another essential difference though. At Erskine, the walk-to-work system was used to transfer people from the deck of a vessel alongside a fixed platform. At Captain, the system had to provide a link not only to the platform, but also, crucially, between two vessels both rising and falling in constant motion, and with different deck heights. The solution was the Ampelmann walk-to-work system, which uses a self-stabilizing platform mounted on a hexapod, with 6 hydraulically powered cylinders on which it stands, adjusting to compensate for all 6 degrees of freedom through which the vessel can move. Also needed were landing platforms on the installations for the crews to dismount. On the FPSO, this was welded to the deck on the starboard side above the ballast tank and between the hose reel and the forward crane. The cellar deck of the Captain platform is 24 metres above sea level. So there, the gangway landing platform has been attached to the jacket's horizontal brace at about 12 metres above the deck of the vessel. Just like the platform jacket, the walk-to-work system has been designed to withstand a 50-year storm. All its safety-critical components have full redundancy and will carry up to 20 people at a time. Linking with the FPSO or platform is made easier, quicker and safer by the fact that there's no technical complexity involved, such as a locking device to be activated. The tip of the gangway slides into a V-shaped wedge on the landing site and stays connected through application of a constant pushing force. On the day it was first tested, waves measured 1.5 metres high, but the hydraulic compensators kept the gangway perfectly stable throughout the operation. They also ensured that, despite the fact that the gap between vessel and platform was constantly changing with the sea's movement, the pressure on the landing area was maintained. crews assemble in a designated shelter area and cross in controlled groups. They take tags across with them and hand these in on the FPSO or platform, so that POB movements are recorded and kept up to date. The Fugro Saltire is only connected to the installations for about 20 minutes at the beginning and end of each shift. It then secures the walkway back on board and moves off to carry out subsea and marine work scopes. So it's being used cost-effectively all the time. Walk to work with the Fugro Saltire is proving a perfect solution to the challenges of the Captain Summer Work campaign, and, as with so many of our projects, it's been a thoroughly collaborative and multidisciplinary endeavour.
The whole planning has involved loads of different departments across CUE. So we've had MRI, which I guess is where I'm based for the campaign maintenance side of things. We've had the logistics department, supply chain, subsea, facilities engineering, the OE department, captain operations, captain offshore. The list goes on basically. So one of the things that's really opened my eyes has been the cross-functional working. We tend to get sometimes homed in on our own departments and would ignore what's happening in the outside world. So I think this project's really broken down quite a lot of barriers between departments and allowed us to work together really well.
Successful operations rely on cooperation between individuals. Faced with practical problems, designers and others have come up with practical and effective solutions. The Walk to Work system is an excellent example of this approach in action. By seeing its potential, we are making the seemingly impossible concept of walking to work out in the North Sea a reality.